So I came, my very first time was in grade 11.
It was the furthest north I'd ever been outside of Toronto.
I don't think I would have been on the same path if I hadn't come here.
The change you see from day one of a course to the last morning of a course, it surprises me every time.
You can see it physically. When they first show up, they walk around with their shoulders kind of like so, and their chests are very enclosed. Day 2, day 3, they start walking around with their chest open. They drop their shoulder blades. They walk around like they know this place and they know the people that are around it. That change is happening inside and on the outside.
I was actually facilitating sort of a round circle discussion about some of the experiences that they had at the camp, and my OELC hoodie at the time, and I literally had to put my hoodie over my head because I actually started to tear up.
In cabin 5 on the girls' line, if you look closely on one of the pillars, it says, "This place makes you fall in love with the world." Yeah, and you look at that and you just, your heart just melts a little bit. It really is true, and I thought about that after when I got home. It's like, yeah, it really does make you fall in love with the world. It makes you look at people just a little bit differently, just because of the experiences that you had. I truly, truly believe that everyone has positive intentions, no matter what. And I think if it wasn't for this place, I would think about that a little bit differently. But being here and seeing how changes happen, I look at those changes and you think they really want to be something more and be better. So it's interesting how this place brings out the best in people.
The minute I went inside, I had 30 kids smother me with a big group hug, telling me that you've changed my life and you've given me a new perspective on how to approach certain things when I go back to school.
Our staff are specifically trained to help build community and bring those people together and help them find what their common goal is and how to work toward it, how to achieve it.
OELC is a great place to plant the seeds for students to experience whatever they are looking to continue with. So at most of our courses, we always have a great mix of the athletics and the arts, and then they can take those skills that we plant and go back to their schools and not only work on their own set of skills that they like to, but also share the experiences with others on their councils or even just in their classrooms or their communities, and they start to share and broaden the leadership scope throughout their areas.
Like, you're not scared. It's like you really can be who you are, like 100% you. And I think that's so cool because you can't do that anywhere else. Like when you're in the city or like wherever you are in your hometown, you have your friends that you want to impress and your family that you want to impress, or this and that, and you got to be this person for your work and this person for your school. But here it's just you don't have to be anyone but who you really are.
They seem to very quickly recognize that we're not treating them like campers, we're not treating them like students. Made a decision to better themselves. They realize that very quickly and they become more of our partners in arriving at that goal rather than, subordinates and people who are under direction. They're under their own direction here.
So it's really empowering, and when you're put into that place, you can't help it but to keep coming back and keep seeking those opportunities to make those changes happen.
Everybody almost has a completely different experience, but everybody leaves feeling the same, that this positivity and this, you're capable of taking over the world almost when you leave here. Like, you can do anything you want. And I don't think anywhere else in the world does that.